The NCAA transfer portal. I think it's good for the players, not as good for the coaches, and it's 50-50, good and bad for the teams. It's good for the players because players no longer have to wait around to play. If they feel like they're not treated fairly, they're not getting the playing time they deserve, they're putting the work in, or they may feel like they're better than the next player, the player that's in front of them. That can be the case a lot of times. So they hit the portal. They go to a smaller team, smaller, organization where they can get the most playing time, put the most tape out there, because that's what it's all about, man. The scouting thing got a lot better these days, so you don't have to go to the top-notch school, the big name schools. A lot of players are figuring that out, and it's about the production you put in. You go put 4 years worth of tape together versus one, because traditionally teams, seniority, first come, third. If I'm here, you're going to have to wait. And that's just the way things were, in the past. Well, with this portal, players can change that up. They can transfer and kind of control their own destiny. For the coaches, it's not so good. Well, it can be 50-50 for the coaches too, because why I say it's not so good for the coaches is because you get your players, you get your routine, you hire your coaching staff, you know how you want to go about it, and you want to build a team for years to come. At least 3 years. You get you some guys. You're gonna get some new guys, freshmen, people graduate, and all that good stuff. But when you get your freshman class, you're gonna have a team for a few years, and you build up. And with the portal, that's not always the case. You have your team, and you say, hey, we're gonna build, we're gonna do this, and then next year you got a whole new team. So that can make the coaching aspect, a college coaching aspect, a little harder, because you have to deal with different personalities all the time as it is, but year to year, it's a little tougher. And then for the organizations, the teams, we're good. The fan base, we're a good team. We're a powerhouse. We're going to the games. We're this inside the arenas is rocking. And then next year, our star players leave, and then the games are quiet. Nobody's going. It's not exciting no more. You know what I'm saying? ESPN's not covering the games, and the energy's not there no more. So that can hurt a team, an organization, and a fan base, man. Because college fans, man, they love their teams. You see it all the time. You see the college game days, the fans in the back, supporting their teams, especially the rivalry, the rivalry teams, so that can affect that. So, but overall, I think it's good, man. It creates parity, throughout the college thing, both sides. If you look at it, both sides, the powerhouses weren't the powerhouses this year. And on the football side, the Clemsons and the Alabamas, they wasn't on top like they normally are. You still have some names. Georgia, they're on a rise. In the past they've been, a nice team. Not so much as of a few years, but recent years they've been coming up. And then on the basketball end, you have your Duke, North Carolina. They're not as good this year, like they normally are. And I think that's the effect of the portal, man. Players are going to smaller teams and putting their tape together, because they know the scouting is different now. So, and the portal gives them that shot to make that happen. So they're utilizing that, and that's good, man. Because if you can remember, sometimes Final Four, man, it used to be the same four. It's the same four teams, and it's like, okay, that hasn't been the case in basketball. And then in football, if you look at it this year, TCU, they made it to the championship, and they haven't made it to the championship in, I don't know if they made it before. I don't know the history of TCU, but you get what I'm saying. That's just a different team. And then I see they have already some players in the portal going to TCU. So now they may be a team on a rise. You know, you go through a lot of down years, and with this portal now, you make it to the championship, and here we are. You know, so that's how I look at it, man. It creates competition. You know, it makes every game meaningful. You know, you used to see a game, North Carolina and Wichita or whatever, and you'd be like, North Carolina's going to kill them, or Duke's going to kill them. Now you see them, you never know who's on that team. They might have got somebody, you know, that came from the portal from another team, man, and helped change it up. And now every game is good. So I like it. You know, as a fan, a sports fan, you want competition. You know, and I think that's what the portal brings, competition. And it also is going to bring out the coaching, because, you know, you're going to have a different team. Well, you can possibly have a different team each year. You see what happened to Pitt Panthers. You know, they're an example, you know, of what the portal can do. They had some players a few years ago leave them, you know, 2 key players, and then it hurt them a little bit. And then this year they were, you know, on the good side of the portal, because they got some people transferred to Pitt, and now they look like they're about to make the NCAA tournament for the first time in a long time. You know what I mean? Due to transfers from the portal. So they're a team. They're an example of a team that it helped and hurt. So that's the way I look at it, man. What do you guys think, man? Do you like the portal? You know, do you like players, you know, controlling their own destiny, you know, going to smaller schools, or even, you know, just another school to get their playing time? Or do you like it the traditional way, you know, stay out of school for years, build a program? Let me know in the comments. Thanks again for watching the video. Make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bells to get all the new videos. And until next time, I'm out.